Hi, Laura Handke here, Lake Oswego's transformational voice teacher, and I'm coming here on LinkedIn from time to time giving little vocal technique tips because people have asked me for them from time to time. And what I've been doing is going back through some of the experiences that my students have had over the previous week and using those to touch on some spotlights on certain vocal tips that you can use. Well, recently I did a spotlight on a student who is really struggling with needing to rush and not taking time to breathe before engaging in the vocal folds. So that was one. Last week, there was another situation that came up with a different student, which is something probably a lot of us are familiar with, and I'm just going to call it perfectionism. And perfectionism, wanting to do something right all of the time, quickly, consistently, is very common, but it's also the absolute killer of creativity. And for those who might suffer from feeling like, and let me just assure you that I have suffered from this myself. I still do. I still have performance anxiety at times when I need to sing solo in public. So I understand what it feels like, but what I am learning and have learned and want to encourage you to remember that your voice, just like learning to drive a car, like learning to read, like learning another language, like I'm trying to learn how to paint. I would never have showed those first texture color experiments, I will call them, with other people other than maybe my husband. But this is all a process. Anything that you want to become good at, anything that you want to excel in is a process. And so when you're working with your voice, when you're working with your creativity, don't let perfectionism kill and squelch your creativity. Think of it as learning a skill, just like driving a car or learning to read. And allow yourself to think of it as a process and allow yourself to be perfectly imperfect. I'm Laura Handke, Lake Oswego's transformational voice teacher, and for your free 30-minute consultation to learn more about your authentic voice and how it works, you can find me at laurahandke.com or right here on LinkedIn.